Commission on Population and Development said more Filipino couples are choosing to raise pets instead of having children. Excuse me.
The CPD spokesperson, Mylin Mirasol Quiray, cited economic concerns as a key factor. She noted that many couples prioritize financial stability before starting a family. A CPD study also found that the country's fertility rate has dropped to 1.9 children per woman, below the replacement level of 2.1. Quiray attributed this decline to greater access to family planning methods and increased contraceptive use.
All right, now let's talk to Mylin Mirasol Quiray about this matter. She is the Division Chief of the Knowledge Management and Communications Division at the Commission on Population Development. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Masayang pamilya po. Marami pong salamat. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, good morning po. May data na po ba tayo kung ilang percent po ng Filipino couples yung mas pinipili yung maging fur parent kaysa sa mag-baby? Tsaka alam po ba natin which social class po ito sila?
Yung qualitative study kasi natin, nakita natin that these are the younger Filipinos are the ones preferring not to have children, and instead some even prefer pets over children. Unfortunately, we don't have data, quantitative data, only qualitative data about this. They are preferring this because they are prioritizing their economic well-being first. So yun po yung nag-enter talaga dito sa ating data. And actually, also, yung family planning method kasi, they are preferring this kasi nga, they want economic stability. So, family planning is actually increasing from 8.3 million in 2022 to 8.6 million according to the Department of Health Field Health Service Information System in 2020.
Pero itong data, does it say anything about whether in the future sarado pa rin ang isip ng mga fur parents na ito? Baka kasi some of them take on a fur baby just maybe to gauge kung ano talaga ang what it's like possibly to have kids. Kasi medyo pareho naman ito pero in the future minsan nag-iiba ang pananaw nila
This qualitative data only found out that they prefer pets over children. Basta, I think if the economic stability is satisfied, these fur parents may consider having children. And actually, Filipinos are having less children. They only have 1.9 or less than 2 children, which is below replacement level, meaning yung mga mothers and fathers sa population are not being replaced.
Is this a trend?
So, in the future, I think these fur parents will prefer to have children when their economic stability is satisfied and their desire to travel, have leisure is satisfied.
Pero do you see this trend going up or do you see it stabilizing in the next few years?
I think that this trend of fur parenting will go up, kasi this study was conducted during the pandemic kasi we wanted to find out kung ano ba talaga yung reason. Yung health pala is just secondary, talagang economic yung first. And then that's why we found out this very interesting fact about fur parenting, and we could observe anecdotally or qualitatively that even in malls when we see strollers, instead of babies, pets are there in the strollers, and we are seeing it increasingly here in the country.
Plus we see yung in light with that, nakikita natin yung booming business ng mga pet stores because of that on the other side of the fence. Pero na-mention niyo po kanina na nakita niyo po probably one of the factors would be yung largely improved na family method. Ibig po ba sabihin nito, mas marami po mga kababaihan ngayon yung gumagamit ng mga pills, mga injectables, or may mga kalalakihan naman na nagpapa-vasectomy? Your thoughts on that po?
Yeah, actually, more Filipino women are having and practicing family planning. And tama ka po, Ma'am Angela, in fact, there is an increase of 300,000 from the 2022 data. For Filipino women. So happy Women's Month din, mga kababaihan, And pill remains to be the top preferred methods of Filipinos pa rin, the pill. Second, coming in second, according to the Field Health Service Information System of the Department of Health, are injectables, no? Yung every 3 months na nagpapa-inject, yan yung pangalawa. And then we see a high increase or a sharp increase in the acceptance or adoption of implants, no? Yung nilalagay dito sa arm. So, dumadami din yung users of implants. So, it's a very good situation. Malayo na, pero malayo pa. No? Kasi, for condoms and first, vasectomy, yan pa din ang pinaka-least preferred method ng mga Pilipino. Kaya yan talaga yung isa sa mga campaigns natin, lalo na for HIV/AIDS, for early pregnancy and sexually transmitted infection like HIV/AIDS. Importante talaga yung condoms, no? And at the same time, we are also encouraging our men na maging katropa or kalalakihang tapat sa responsibilidad at obligasyon sa kanilang pamilya at anak. Kasi makikita natin na women-centric pa din, no? At during Women's Month. Pero women-centric pa rin talaga yung family planning, and they're the ones pa din with the burden, no? Of pregnancy and then also family planning. So, bilang babae, no, we are encouraging the men naman to take part, mga katropa.
Wag puro tayo mga babae ang bubuhat ng upuan, ika nga. Pero ma'am, tinitingnan ako ni Diego dito.
I'd like to move back muna to fur parenting. No?
Yes.
Kasi one of the top reasons na binanggit is of course economic considerations. But what are the other considerations that lumitaw po sa inyong pagtitake ng data aside from economic?
Yeah, nakita din natin na yung kanilang experience growing up, no, about their parents, and at the same time yung preference din ng parents over grandchildren, no, nagka-come into play din. And then may bago din kaming data about nuptiality and cohabitation. It means that more Filipino couples, no, are in the live-in situation, and actually mas madaming pinapanganak in 2023 na children born out of wedlock or out of marriage, rather than those in the formal yun. So, doon din sa study namin, nakita din namin na yung mga nakakipag-live-in, they also see it connected to economic again as a practical arrangement. No?
Yeah.
So, yan yung mga reasons na nakikita natin kung bakit nagiging fur parents ang ating mga Pilipino.
Pero kasama ba sa pagtitake nyo ng data ito? For example, kasi may madami mga parents already na with full-grown children, na wala na sa bahay, nag-aral na abroad, and instead of having children again, they decide just to adopt a pet. Instead, are they taken also sa kasama sa mga numbers nyo?
Yun lang, yung mga nasa abroad, hindi natin nasama dito, no? It's really a qualitative data of Filipinos here in the Philippines.
What I was trying to point out also, ma'am, was yung mga aside from first-time parents, yung mga baka second-time parents, may anak na
nag-empty nest na sila.
May empty nest na sila, gusto nila na magkaroon ng anak, ayaw nila dumaan sa proseso ng magkaanak, pets na lang ang kinuha.
Yun lang yung qualitative study kasi
Very
natin,
limited,
yung mga older couples, no? Older Filipino couples still prefer children.
Okay.
Yung mga younger Filipino couples,
The new generation.
Mga
Gen, anong gen yan? Gen X ba yan?
Pero taking off from Diego's question earlier, kung may nakakita po kayong trend in the future, kasi my question here would be, will this be a problem in the future? Parang yung nangyayari ngayon sa Italy na medyo
Japan.
yung older population na sila, na in fact they're encouraging other people to live in their country kasi nga older generation na sila.
Actually, we don't need to worry about the demographic winter, no, because of the high population growth in the past. So yung mga nabuntis at nanganak, no, at nagdagdag ng mga populasyon in the past, sila na ngayon ay magdadagdag dito. Kaya kahit Filipinos are having less than 2 children, marami pa rin dumadagdag sa population. In fact, in 2025, 114 million tayo. So we don't need to worry, no? Because malaki pa rin yung ating population base, which are 20% young. And then, almost 64% 15 to 64, and then 5% ang older population. So no need to worry about demographic winter. It's just that yung mga couples na ngayon ay preferring these very interesting facts.
Pero ma'am, malaking impact din kasi sa isang population yung ratio between men to women. No? Ano na ba yung ratio ngayon?
Actually, mas madami pa ring men to women at mas marami pa ring
Really?
men na pinapanganak. Yes.
So mas madami kami.
Kapag opo, Sir Diego. Actually, pag more than 100 yung ratio, no, ibig sabihin mas marami yung males, no? Except that nakikita natin yung mga males pagka lumalaki, parang nababawasan sila, no? Mas nagsusurvive yung mga female children.
So,
Pero until now, mas marami pa ring males
when
in
you
the
mean
population.
bawas, parang yung life expectancy ng isang male in the Philippines is not as long as a female?
Yes, you're right. Females live longer but are living unhealthier lives than the men. Men live shorter, but compared to women, no, women kasi they live longer but are having difficulties in the activities of daily life as compared to men. Siguro dahil namamatay ng mas maaga yung mga kalalakihan natin.
Pero
no?
interesting, ha?
Hindi kasi nagpapacheck.
That's an interesting data na in the future
Akala ko
pwedeng
kasi-
pag-aralan.
Oo. Pero lastly, ito po bang sa study po na ginawa po ninyo dito sa pinag-uusapan natin, kasama rin po ba dito yung tinatawag na DINKs, yung double income, no kids?
Nakikita lang natin na it's a growing, emerging fact, no, na because of their preference for economic stability. So, dumadami din yung mga double income, no kids. Except that, I think kailangan pa nating makita in the coming days yung kanilang data, no, yung exact number nila. But we are seeing the growing phenomenon of double income kids. With parents as for parents actually.
Oo. Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, CPD spokesperson Mylin Mirasol Quiray. Thank you so much.
Masayang pamilya po. Salamat.